What's up, guys? I'm Mike. Welcome to the Forest of Death Caps. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. We are in Catoctin State Park in the northernmost part. They have 2 Adirondack shelters that you can reserve for $8 a night. We reserved them for 2 nights. Last night we already stayed here. Didn't record, just enjoyed ourselves. Today we're gonna go walk around the forest, look for some mushrooms, go take some awesome photography down at Owens Creek, and just do some general forest stuff. And yeah, I got some crazy gear. I ordered a $19 bridge hammock. It's, yeah. I'm gonna review a few different things. So that about covers it. I'm not trying to keep you in the intro very long. Just trying to catch up. Things have been a little crazy. Hopefully everything's been good where you're at. And glad to be here. It's a good relief. Good relief. Ain't that right? Alright, let's pack up. Okay, if you live in Maryland or you want to come to Maryland and you want to go to Catoctin State Park, which I highly suggest, even though it is kind of busy. I mean, it really is. I come on Mondays and Tuesdays because I'm lucky enough to have it like that right now. And so, yeah. North Catoctin Park, we got 2 Adirondack shelters that are about a mile from the termination for the Catoctin Trail, which is 28 miles. It starts right up here and it ends in Gambrels State Park, and it goes through Cunningham Falls State Park and I think another one. Cunningham Falls is where I ran into those bears. It was pretty cool. So here we are here, giving you a little information in case you want to come here. So you'd be coming from that way, and this here is a horse loop. You can actually see the horse sign right there. And I believe this is the long loop. So we're gonna, excuse me, nothing like getting right in your face, huh? So we're gonna go ahead and do this, but there's a side trail that goes all the way down to Owens Creek campground. It's a few miles. It's beautiful though. Owens Creek is just, it's like a fantasy creek. It's just one of those very picturesque things. If I didn't know better, I mean, I've never found one before and I've never eaten one before, but I think this is a pawpaw. I don't have them in Colorado or New Mexico where I grew up. I'm pretty darn sure that that is. I'm not going to pick it up and eat it. The weird part is I don't see where it would have come from. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's a bunch of them. Let's see here. So, one of these bushes here must be a pawpaw bush. I don't know if they're a bush or a tree. I really don't know. I've heard they're freaking awesome. All those seem to be a little bit old. Oh, yeah, mushy forest fruit. Nice wild looking little guys. I found quite a few of these yesterday. Cute little guy, huh? It's like a picture, right? There's these guys. I have no idea what these are. They're all growing in clumps here. Cool. Fairly big one here. That's a destroying angel for sure. It's one of the few that I can identify. See that? See that really frilly ring right there? That identifies it as a, whew. Sorry. There's a bunch of bees back there. I gotta move. Pure white, large, more flat cap, and that frilly ring gives it away. It's kind of lacy looking, as you can see. Oh boy, humidity is 74 today. I was about to really dramatize it. I can feel it though. I've lived here for 20 years and I've never gotten used to it. That's why I'll probably never visit Florida. All right, I know I'm beating a dead horse here because I've said it so many times, but this is actually one of the best examples I've seen in a long time, so I'm gonna show you. Death cap. Big ass death cap. I never do that. These are deadly poison. Can't say it enough. They cause kidney and liver failure. I find it interesting here in Maryland where it's a lot more historical. You see these random piles, but they're actually not. People a few hundred years ago or whenever had cleared this area and were either farming or just living. And they take those rocks that they don't need, shove them to the side, and build little partition walls basically. It's kind of cool. It's weird to run into them in the forest because it doesn't look like a new growth forest per se. I mean, it's definitely not an old growth forest, but with some of the bigger trees, it doesn't look new growth. Okay, we're here. So, we came from that way. We would go back that way to get back where we came from. This is the Catoctin Trail we're going to be following for a few minutes. We came on the horse trail long loop or something similar. I haven't fully identified these yet, but they're beautiful. I like the color. Another great example of a wall just in the middle of nowhere, as you can see. It's hard to tell which side they did what on, but you can tell it tees right there. It's pretty wild. I'm not going to touch these, but I really want to know what they are. Looks like it could be poison ivy, actually. I don't know my poison ivy as well as I should. Not even sure which kind these are. Maybe. I think I've seen these when they first started, and they were small and very purple, very beautiful. These are cool looking. Here, here's some light. Somewhere. It's worth mentioning. The blue. The blue is Catoctin Trail specific, and the red triangles. There's another one. The red triangles indicate horse accessible loops. It's pretty cool that they can bring horse up here. Not many places around here have biking or, you know, four-wheeling. But Green Ridge State Park, where I was last time, does. So if you are interested in doing any of those activities in the forest and camping while you do it, Green Ridge State Forest is going to be the place you want to go. It's freaking awesome. Don't forget water. This is beautiful. What a great area. I'll try to find the name and put it on the screen. These are a type of fungus that only grow here. I think it has bear in the name. I saw a plaque about it. And when they come up, they look like asparagus, sort of. I don't know if they're edible. Because they're only here and they're protected, I doubt you can eat them if they are edible. Or it's frowned on anyways. I'm sure people do if they are. Alright, if you ever come down the Catoctin Trail, you know that you're approaching the campground plus the road in. It actually crosses the road into the campground when you cross that muddy piece of crap right there. It's always like that. It has to do with a tiny spring, so it's constantly muddy in that spot, and it's kind of a giveaway. Stupid web. And so we'll get up over there, turn back down, and we'll be down at beautiful Owens Creek. I love it there. So here is the road to Owens Creek. I was thinking about something and I can't talk and think at the same time because I'm walking. I couldn't spit it out. Okay, so Foxfield Deerfield Road entrance to Owens Creek Campground. Owens Creek's going right under the bridge there. And then you just drive that up to Owens Creek. There is a trail that goes to an old mill. Owens Creek is built at an old sawmill that's up there. We'll take a look at that too. Right now we're going to go down here to the non-campground part of Owens Creek. Shoot some pretty shots. That's swampy. Yep. Take some beautiful shots. Get some actual water that's not pond water. And do some chilling for a minute. Let's head down here. Hey, go right. There you go. And this is Owens Creek. I know it's not much, but it has the most delicious water I've ever tasted. She loves it. She loves jumping through creeks and running in the water. Whew. I'm gonna get cooled down. Whew, cooled off, washed up. I forgot to put my travel deodorant on this morning. I smell way more like myself than I would like to right now. When I get back, I think I'm gonna take care of that, freshen up, eat some foods. Well, it looks like they're doing construction on a few things. Well, it's early in the week. Truth be told, they've been doing construction up here for months, since the end of last year. That is the old sawmill. There's some plaques that say what year and all that stuff. And that trail that you see behind it, that walkway, follows the creek way back down there. A few hundred yards up from where we were sitting, there's a pull-off with a trail that comes up to here for non-campers. It's cool. It doesn't have the blade, but you can see where the water wheel worked. You get the dispersed, well, not very dispersed actually, campsites. You can see they've marked some of the trees for cutting them down. This is where you get your firewood. I think it's $5 maybe, and you can fill up a quote-unquote bucket. Handicap accessible. That's pretty cool. I hadn't noticed that before. It's got the railings to get up into the tent. That's pretty cool. Little site maps. This one has a bathroom. There's actually two. There's another one up there somewhere. And a lot of these sites, they follow the creek, but there's only one that's on the creek. And that is the infamous number 30 that everybody wants. It's never free. You have to literally reserve it like months in advance. That's the one. See the tents down there by the creek. How's it going? All right, back on trail. We stopped and talked to those wonderful campers. They're very nice people. They had a Great Pyrenees that was 13 that just passed, named Bear, apparently. Yeah, I was right. This is the area. They got a sign here somewhere that points out what these are. It's only native to here. Bear corn. See, I told you I had bear in the name. I'm always right. Just kidding. Bear corn. Never heard of it till here. See a couple more wine caps. This is all uphill. There are a couple real steep spots, but it's only a couple miles. It'll take probably an hour and a half to get back. Sugar maple. Sounds delicious. I'm not certain which tail that is. There's turkey, chicken, and I don't know, whatever the other one is. Chicken in the woods, turkey tail. And this is a wonderful example of what they call the Maryland Green Tunnel. I'm sure you can see why. During summer you get this all through the Appalachian Trail. I mean, any trail that's in Maryland, really. About this time of year. This is September 14th, 15th. So we have come up from Owens Creek, the horse trail long loop. We're on the opposite side. We started in the middle of it, kind of over by the shelter where I was at. The horse trail short loop is the way we came, and Catoctin Trail is continuous. That's the short loop with the double reds, and see the blue? That's Catoctin Trail, continues this way, 28 miles. The termination at Mount Zion is right up here. Here we are at the crossroads. This is all backwards from the way you would do it if you came here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this now. Horse trail, about 1.25 miles to the shelters. That is the Mount Zion entrance. Actually, Breeze. Actually, she thinks that we're leaving, so I'm not going to show you that right now. Old private cemetery there. Alright, within about 1/8 mile of the entrance, you'll know you're going the right way if you cross this barrier. This is what the rangers use to come in here and fix things, cut down trees with their four-wheelers. If this is still here on the way out tomorrow, I'm grabbing it and taking it with me. I have a funny feeling that I know what those are. We are coming up on it. You see the break in the woods up there? I love that little area. I've always wanted to camp there, but you just aren't supposed to. You come up on them from the Mount Zion way, the way we are coming. This first Adirondack shelter, number 1. We are number 2 over there. They're the only 2. In order to get to 2, the easiest way is to walk down and take a left down the trail where we left. But I'm going to walk down here and show you this. This one has a horse hitching post, which, I mean, really, wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, super fun to ride your horse and cowboy out here. I don't know what one that is. Stay away from white and little brown. Stay away from all of them if you don't know what you're doing, which I don't. I just assume every single one is poisonous. It's buggy today. Real buggy. I'm gonna have to steal some of this firewood and drag it over to my house. See, each one has its own privy. They're not very nice, but I don't think there are any that are nice that are in the woods. Hitching post that has certainly seen better days. Fire pit, they're both pretty much the same. It's really just a matter of who's doing what. That's how you get to the privy. And this is campsite 1. This is very clean. Very clean. They should have brooms in these. The other one, mine was pretty gross when I got there. Yeah, I'll come back up and get firewood in a minute. Taking you down here so that you can just see the area. So if you're interested in coming here. I'm really glad to be back. I'm ready to eat. I am starved. Oh, excuse me. It's so humid. I'll try to keep it from here up. Spare you. Yeah, we got a ton of firewood. I actually forgot my Yuko. I don't know how I did, but I did. And I went through all the camping candles that I use. If you're not familiar with the channel, I'll put a card up and you can learn how to make them. So I need light, basically. I at least need enough light to see what the heck I'm doing around here. So yeah, I got big fire set up. That way we can you know, do it. I got plenty. This is the hammock I was talking about, just real quick. It's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, look at this thing. Yeah. Yeah, but it's got, this has a lot of stuff in it. You know, I've got my sleeping bag down there, plus this thing. I'm going to be reviewing at least the sleeping pad, if not the hammock and maybe something else. Perfect timing. You know, as hot and humid as it is, easy for you to say, as hot and humid as it is, I really don't even want a fire, but there are a ton of black bears up here. It's Tuesday, so there's nobody else up here. And I burnt through all my candles, so I just need the light, the ambiance. Let the universe know that we're hanging out here tonight. So we got plenty of firewood. Beautiful little fire. What a wonderful sleep I had. I don't even feel like disoriented or anything. Breezes out. It's like 7. Beautiful view. I managed to get some actual good use out of this $18 bridge hammock. The wildlife. There is a gigantic woodpecker right behind me. I'm just waiting until you can hear it. Until he does it. You're gonna hear it. We're getting ready to leave. Bam! Alright, goodbye, shelter. We're gonna walk from shelter 2 up to shelter 1 and hang out for a second. I can't get a hold of who I need to get a hold of, so I'm not sure if I should leave yet or not. The entranceway, or the Mount Zion termination, or entrance, or whatever you want to call it, is gonna be buggy, and I don't want to go there yet if I don't have to. This is it. So you can see right up there the sign for, maybe there, horse trail. That's where you go. All these are marked with blue, the little fence posts, meaning Catoctin Trail. This is the beginning, or the top, the northernmost part of the Catoctin Trail. It really depends on where you start. When I attempted it before and did not finish, I started here. It's kind of downhill from here into Gambrel State Park. This is the whole parking area. And we are on Mount Zion Road. Now, if you're looking for this particular place, what you have to do is go into Google or Maps and find find the Catoctin Trail Northern Termination or Mount Zion Road Termination. This doesn't have an address, it's not marked, but it will mark the northernmost part of the trail, if that makes any sense. So you can ping this on GPS and come right here, but it's not going to say that there's anything here. It's not going to show anything, and it's just this little pull off. Well, that wraps up this video. Like and subscribe if you want. We always make more videos like this one, and budget gear reviews too. Go outside, challenge yourself. You don't have to be a backpacker. Go play tennis, play football, walk your dog. Just go outside. It's great. See ya.